From the tiny little studio on this tiny little Greek island. Let me move this. I am down at the cantina. This is Spiro's Cantina, right? And there's the beach. And I've been here for a few hours painting. So I did a plein air painting this morning to get the same rocks that I've been doing recently. If you can see my last rock painting here down at the beach. Hey, Brazen. Yeah, it's nice here. I've been down all morning and painting and, well, filming kind of, sort of. I don't have a picture of my painting. It's in my backpack. I'll put it up on the community thing. I'll post it this later on today so you can see what I did. It's not a perfect painting. Hey, John, how are you? How are you? Buongiorno. Again, like coming out plein air painting is, oh my gosh, it is incredible. The lessons that I have learned. Good to hear. I'm glad you're doing well. The lessons that I learn are incredible. I am falling so madly in love with this plein air painting thing. Here, John, have a look at my beach here, where I'm at. Yeah, Insomnia. I was painting over that way, the rocks. There's more over there to paint. There's just so much to paint. Yeah, you and your insomnia. Seriously. Yeah, it's beautiful. Usually this beach, you guys have seen in the winter times, you can see some of the times I come to this beach and paint and go swimming, cold water swimming in the winter time, and it's just empty. There's nothing. No umbrellas, no people, nothing, just the seagulls. And it's absolutely, no, Brazen, this is not Banana Beach. I will go to Banana Beach. It's kind of a hike. It really is a hike. So I have to have a car. I need to have a car to go there with my backpack. I can get there, but the hike back up is huge. Not that I can't do it. Not that it won't happen. It's really not any worse than what I do to go back up to my house. but yeah, no, it's a great little beach, and it's got those fabulous rocks that I love to paint. And I don't know. Now my next place that I went to, Aiorgi. Yeah, I don't know that you can find it. I think that you won't find it as a beach because it's such a small place. And it is on the north side of the island, and maybe you could find the banana on the island. I wonder what they have called it. Gosh, I don't even know the official name, but they're really good friends of mine, and they have it's this beautiful spot, and it's secret, right? I mean, it's hard to get to, and if you're walking, it's easy to go down. Like I can walk there, but it's coming back up that kind of makes me think, like in the middle of the day when the sun is beating down, and but still, you know, the whole plein air thing is amazing. I don't know. I think it's the first time. I've been painting for many years. I think it's the first time that I've fallen in love with it so much that it's the and I love it so much because I can't control it, right? That's why I love it, because I can't control it. I can't control what's happening. I can't stop the sun from moving and the shadows from changing and the colors from switching from the the morning, more pinkish colors to, morning, mid-morning, like 9 or 10 in the morning here in Greece. It's like, everything starts turning more towards the burnt siennas, right? So it's this crazy movement. And what I love about the plein air thing, what I love about it as an artist, is that first of all, it expands me. It breaks me free of my habits and the things that I think I know about painting, and puts me in a very, very vulnerable position. And I love that. I love that, because then I grow, right? And the other thing that I love about it is, even if I do a bad painting, let's say something that just didn't like fully turn out, today's painting is perhaps one of those. But when I look at it, there is that energy there. There's something there. And you guys remember that I talk about that it's when you start with your notan, right? When you start with the notan and you begin to, you have that blueprint, you have the essence of the painting and the energy that you lay in just by doing a notan, right? And then even if the sun changes, even if the scene changes, even if you change the notan that you started with, that energy is still there. And the thing with plein air painting that you don't find in the studio is that unpredictability, that you just don't have control of what's happening. You have no control. And that, for me, for someone like me who likes to have control, who likes to go in the studio and like have everything all set up and have it be all perfect and everything. Here, you guys have another look. I should be standing up so you can see the view. When I'm in the studio and I have control, yeah, I can do the extra things that you can't do, or I'm not able to do yet, plein air. But the energy is gone because the chaos is taken from it. And speaking of chaos, chaos meaning that just this energy, there's this wild energy that you just can't control, right? So I was talking with a friend of mine who used to live in Australia, and he had his clubs, his restaurants, and things like that. And then he moved back to Greece, and he has a place here on the island, close to me, right? We're all in the same area. So he was saying how he remembers, like, okay, every time, I've said this before, for those of you who are like brazen, you may have heard this. When I say that when I step off the plane, when I land in Greece and step off the plane, there is this energy. There is this tangible excitement in the air. And I've never been able to put it into words, understand it. I connect it to maybe my own self, my biases. I love this country. That excitement that happens when the plane doors open, because we don't have you don't hook up to the tube thing. You're outside, so the plane doors open. You step outside into this beautiful Greek sunlight, and you are hit with this energy. So I've always thought it was just me, right? Just I'm kind of that kind of person. And this friend of mine who's older than me, 15, 20 years older than me, And he said the same thing. He's like, there's energy when you step off the plane. And I was like, you feel it too? You feel it too? Okay, so what does that have to do with plein air painting, right? It's similar to plein air painting, because here's the thing. I sit only for a small period of time, same time every day for weeks to do a painting. Yeah, exactly. But like when you get outside, there's like you have an hour. You have an hour to get everything in, and then you can work with it, right? You feel that energy in Minnesota. Okay, here's a difference. Like, you can feel that kind of energy in the States. When I get off the plane in the States and I get off the airport and I get in a car and I start driving, everything works. Everything's organized. You know, you haven't got this crazy driving, which is great, obviously, but there's everything is just smooth and going smooth. Everything just goes so smoothly, right? And for me, after being here, it's like, you know, you're driving and you just start to fall asleep. That energy is not here in Texas. That's interesting. I bet there is a difference in the States. I'm going to have to think about that. See if I can remember how things change energetically in the States. So I think there's also, because this is an ancient country. This is an ancient place. And I don't know. I mean, I kind of think that also plays a role. The culture is old. The culture has deep roots. And perhaps that is also a part of it. I could be completely wrong about all of this, but that's what I feel. So in my studio, it feels like I'm in the States. Everything goes so smoothly. Everything is in its place. I know where to find my things. It's not crazy chaotic. It's slightly chaotic for me because I'm not a very organized person. But when I come out here, plein air painting, everything is thrown out the window. I mean, I have no control over anything. You know, I even find that my mixing, the way I mix my paint, changes out here than the way it is in the studio. The way I actually hold my brush, right? Because I feel rushed, and I'm a slow painter. I'm slow. Because I feel rushed, I have this, you know, this added edge of panic that I don't have enough time, and it's not going to work. So all of those things, play a part. They really do. They play a part in my growth as an artist and my development as an artist, because I'm pushing my boundaries. I'm uncomfortable. Not to mention, look at all these people, right? You guys, I mean, I'm a loner. I don't want anybody around when I'm painting. And people are coming up to me and talking to me, and you know, and I'm getting more comfortable with that, right? It's okay. It's like it's all part of the package, and it's actually kind of nice. That's why I'm falling in love. I'm seriously falling in love because I'm pushing my boundaries. I'm uncomfortable. I'm failing. I'm doing average paintings. But when I look at the paintings, the energy is there, right? There's something else there that I would not get in my studio. So after I get comfortable out here, my next step is going into the studio to take one of these plein air paintings and turn it into a larger studio painting. but somehow manage to keep the energy going. How do you do that? Right? That's my future goal is to put that together, right? So just so you guys know where I'm at and what I'm doing, that's what's going on. Again, up in the community post, I'll put up today's painting. I'll do that right after. Oh, I actually don't have a picture of it. I have a video of it. Yeah, so I'll figure something out. All right, I'm going to get off. I got to hike back up. It's 11 o'clock. It's hot. Or I'm just going to stay here and enjoy the beach. Yeah, maybe. All right, you guys. Here, again, have another view of the beach. Look at that. Just a month ago, this beach was empty. Now it's full. So I was painting those rocks over there, which of course you can't see right now, but yeah. All right, you guys, take care. I'll talk to you later. Bye.